What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Cooldown Room with Matt Bamonte. I'm going to do a little bit of something different this evening. I'm going to go ahead and re-show my race from the Dutch Grand Prix. I'm going to bring you in here. You can check us out. So I'm just going to pull up my VOD from the event that we ran last night. I wanted to do something like this in the past, but I just really haven't found a good time to do it. Tonight feels like a pretty good night for me, so if you guys want to join me, I know Passy, I love you. I know you're going to listen to this from the road or maybe watch it later. If you're like me, tonight I'm gonna do my own cool down room here. So I have a few of my favorite things with me, and I want to share with you guys before I jump in. So I got you guys one of my favorite things, of course. I also have a Prime, again, unofficial sponsor of the stream. If anyone's listening from Prime, I'm open to any offers. My inbox is here. All my socials are freely available. You can sponsor the league too, all those kind of things. I've got a little bit of some Tito's here. Okay, just a little bit of that. Okay, and then I'll pull this out here for a minute. But I got one of my Mission Barbecue cups. This one 911, very important to me for obvious reasons. I've probably discussed that a bunch with peeps. Some Mission Barbecue stuff, and then I have this mixer I stole or took from the resort I stayed in the Dominican Republic. So I'm gonna make up a little drink. Gonna run you through my race. In all seriousness, guys, this is like some new piece of content for me. So if you like this kind of stuff, definitely let me know. If you hate it, that's okay too. Obviously, I'll do the unfiltered. This will be unfiltered as well, especially the more I start drinking. So I'm gonna start us off now in here. You might hear a little bit of Mattception with the commentary, so I might mute that at some point if it gets really annoying. Otherwise, I'm gonna let it roll. Um, we're not gonna
Maybe
watch the whole thing.
10%.
I'm
That's
gonna
pretty good.
fast forward like through the boring parts. I'm gonna
Could
make
go
my
either way.
drink.
Could go either way, really.
I'm not gonna mute it. I don't think I talk that much in here. So I'm gonna let it roll for a few minutes while I get myself situated. What I will talk about as I start this up though
Pass leaving the
is we
garage.
there's been a lot of talk
Both
about
pass
like
leaving the
how do you
garage.
practice right, how do
Close.
you
Turn left
improve,
onto
and all. Look at me having a fucking meltdown before. Oh, you
Denny's
can't see me
Lodge
here. Let me
Garage.
show you guys real quick my meltdown. Let me see this. This is funny. This is what I do before every race though. I have like a quick little
Alright, everyone shut the fuck up.
stretch my arms, stretch my arthritis ass
Pass
hands,
leaving the garage. Both pass leaving the garage.
have a little
Trying to go
panic
up on
attack in the beginning. I'm gonna put myself up here for a minute.
it
I'm
says
gonna make myself
Denny's
real
in
small.
the garage.
Maybe I'll put myself up. Yeah, I'll put myself
I'm
down
not
here.
done with you
All right,
fuckers.
so you have Mattception because I'm over there,
Main road.
but I'm also right here. All right, I'm gonna make this drink. So again, we've talked a lot about like how do you practice, all that. Ooh, that's about a good shot of it. How do you practice right? How do you get better and stuff like that? So I'm gonna just go through like my hot laps and all that kind of stuff. Like you saw in the beginning there, I have a specific setup that I like for this
Follow
track,
the track.
which I use.
Exit right.
I alter it probably 100 times throughout the week to get what I want. Um, so it's kind of like everybody does their own thing. I know how I like my setups. Other people like different styles, and that's okay too. Like you got to find out what works for you though. You can't just you can, but you can't just like always take someone's setup and be like, yeah, this is what I'm going to use no matter what. You got to kind of cater it to yourself, right? So me, just warming up. Again, you can notice down there in the bottom right, I have the ERS deploy off. Again, I'm probably giving away a bunch of free information that I probably shouldn't, and I really don't care. I want everyone to get better. So if you're someone that looks up the resources and does that kind of thing, it's a great video for you to watch. So my ERS deploys off. About ready to kick it on here in just a moment. Once we hit this, my tires are in
Everyone
good
coming out of
shape.
sector 3, starting hot.
I've practiced this exact scenario
Right behind it.
dozens of times already. So I already know like what my tire temp is and
Yeah,
all that
that's
kind of
like
shit.
me
So I don't
from
have to worry about
what
it.
I've seen.
I'm a little over fueled, but that's okay.
Red Bull starting up.
So basically here, what I can tell you guys, so I run out right away. There's still a bunch of people in the garage as you can see.
Going to sector 2.
I go out right away.
McLaren starting.
Part of my strategy on that is I want to know where I stand, and I also want to pressure other people. I know I'm fast. My results kind of show that. I think David's the only person who has an average qualifying higher than me. Look at me fucking running it down here. Oh, I got a little pussy there. Almost disaster there. So, anyways, I go out and run this lap because I want to pressure other people. I know people feel it because I certainly feel it when people are ahead of me. Um, I want you to feel me bearing down on you. That's what I want. I want you to know that I'm faster than you. So you have to push. That was a sick ass fucking sector 3. Holy cow, where do I get up to? Oh, that's delicious. Holy cow. Alright, little yellow going on somewhere on the track. Me trying to pin it tight. David ran a fast lap 10.45. Me coming to snake. I beat David by 4 tenths on the first run through. So I know I'm fast as fuck. Alright, so I'm going to speed through my cooldowns a little bit here probably.
Your
Um,
Mercedes is not on a hot first sector.
so,
Yes.
I don't, there's no reason for me to do anything
Jesus,
really.
Pete.
What did I do here? Oh, so I was running kind of fast. But I have no ERS left, so there's no reason for me to keep it running. At this point, I'm just trying to make sure the people behind me aren't in any danger. And I know the people in front of me have already run their hot laps, so we're just getting ready to run into the garage. So I run in the garage. I gave myself a little, take my gloves off. I'm feeling myself. I give a little thumbs up, I think. My fingers get frozen in in the game sometimes when I'm running, so that's kind of funny to watch me do that.
Thank you.
I'm sure I have some
That's
funny
good.
ticks. All right, so we'll boot up a little bit. So then I go immediately. So I'm gonna pause it here. So I immediately go look at the time splits, and this might sound stupid, but what I'm going to look for is see who's faster than me where. Pete's just on another level at this point. He's 6 tenths ahead of me, which is fine. I know I didn't run my best lap. I told you there was almost disaster in one of the right-handers. That's okay. I'm gonna make up some time, but like I try and figure out where am I losing the most. So again, I'm 6 tenths back. 4 tenths of it is in sector one. That's a huge deal. So maybe I didn't run my lap start correctly. I know I also missed one of the turns, so there's that. Then I look at the people behind me, and I'm trying to breeze through this, so I know I'm talking a little bit fast. But I'm looking for the people behind me, see where I'm at compared to them. Super tight with everybody in sector one. Kyle's obviously very fast in sector one there. And I know myself, I know that I'm really fast in sector two. These people aren't even close, really, for the most part. Not even close in sector two. And I know I'm faster there. So kind of thinking about that, and then I go watch a couple people. I watch the people that I know I'm going to race also, okay? So I go, you might even hear me say it, but I go look for the people that I'm going to race against. So I know I'm going to race against, like, um, Richard's a good one that I usually race against, so I probably go find him here if I had to guess. And I haven't watched this back. Yeah, see, look at me. I go right for him. Um, I haven't watched this back other than my incident with Keaton, so this is all just new. But I know what I do. I go look for a Richard. I usually look for Adam and Matthew Painter. I usually look for when they're in the race. And I'm going to look for my teammate. Of course, I went to watch my teammate for a little bit as well. Keaton's also someone I watch because I think we're kind of on the same pace. So you can see, yeah, the people I'm scrolling to. And it's not meant to offend any of the slower people. It's okay. I know I'm not racing you, so I know who I need to race, and I want to see how they take.
I am not.
I want to see how they take corners and stuff
Trying
like
to
that, and I
figure out
want
how
to
to
see where
set
I can make
my
up time maybe on them,
ERS
or where a
levels
good
so I can
passing
take a
point might
picture.
be, what their racing line looks like in comparison to mine, and I take mental notes on that as I'm doing this here. So everybody's kind of doing their own thing. I'm gonna keep it moving, and I'm watching. I'm watching the time a little bit too. And at some point, I'm like, yeah, fuck it, I need to get back out here. There's 11 minutes left. I know if I want to run another lap, I should probably go out soonish, especially if I want to save myself some time for a third run if I need one. Okay. So we get set back up here in the garage.
No. That Mercedes, yes.
Me shaking my hands out again. My hands hurt from this track, man, a lot,
Aston
really bad.
Martin
This
starting
one's a
hot.
tough one for me. As you can see, I'm kind of like stretching my hands out. I'm doing that now, I think, actually. Yeah, I just noticed
Third
myself doing it here,
round.
too. I just stretch my hands out.
Another warm up.
Painter's funny. He was having troubles on his
Hey, you know you can't turn on your.
with his wheel. That happens. So me just gonna run it down again. I can kind of look at the. I'm always looking at the mini map behind me on the bottom left down there, as you can see. Trying to see who's behind me, who's on hot laps, who's doing what. So I know these two are behind me, and I know these guys in front of me are probably done because I remember Painter saying he's on a hot lap and he's in one of those AMs in front of me.
Alright, Aston Martin on the hot.
Yep, he said it right there. So I know that's kind of my trigger. I don't think I make up any time here, to be honest. Ferrari's gonna be right behind on a hot lap.
Romeo's turning hot. Romeo's turning hot.
Alfa Romeo's running a hot. Another Alfa Romeo's coming out of the garage. I think this is where I get kind of.
On a hot, on a hot, on a hot, Jordan. God damn it.
There's that.
Aston Martin off a hot.
There's Keaton gets out of the way nicely. Thank you, sir.
Romeo on hot.
Jordan, I think I
Jordan, get
almost
out of
hit
the way,
Jordan
please.
here. Oh, I said Jordan, get out of the way, please. I told him get the fuck out. There's that. I'm running it pretty well here.
I'm going in the pits.
Oh, he's
Painter, I'm behind you.
Woo! This is some fucking sketchy shit right here. I think Painter apologizes to me actually here too, which is he doesn't has no need to apologize. I'm gonna watch this in .25 real quick. Let's see. Let's do .5. Let's see. Watch how close this
Going
is.
in the pits.
I'm fucking hauling ass here though.
Painter, I'm behind you.
My bad, Monty.
My bad, he says. Yeah, and Painter was totally fine. I think he was fine. I know I'm fucking cooking. I thought I was gonna spin out there. I kind of felt it. Short shift there. Oh, pounded it. Oh, it's pretty. Oh, my sector 3 is clean as fuck here. So you can see all the time ticking down. That makes you feel really good. After I just ran a purple sector 2, I chalked that turn there, right there. You can see that. I hit it. Probably because I got excited about my time, and I don't get left enough here. And I pinch, and I hit the curb, which is really bad. But I know I'm faster than what I
American
was.
starting the third hot.
So that's good. I don't even know where I end up here.
Running out of gas.
I was in 4th,
Oh, I forgot about
and I
that.
jump up to 2nd, still 2/10 behind Pete.
Welcome.
I'm in T1.
I think I get out of the way here. Yeah, I just pinned it on the apron. This is a great learning opportunity for people too, right? My lap's over. I have no reason to. I'm looking at my rear view, and I know Painter's behind me because I remember he aborted his lap. You have to remember these things, right? So I just fucking park it. What's the point of not parking it here? Just roll a little bit so you don't get DQ'd, but just roll. I know he's behind me. It's all good. I got nowhere to be. Back to my fucking garage. Who cares? And I kind of run it down, just to keep going. I'll keep it moving. Let's see. I have no idea. He's not in Discord.
Us is starting a hot.
See, I get out of the way again. This is crazy. So all this traffic up here. Me and Kyle do the same thing. I think we just park it. I just park it. I'm out of the way.
Us is
I
starting
know
a
you're there.
hot.
I'm out of the way. I'm way the fuck off the racing line.
Is the Ferrari behind me on a hot lap?
And then there's no one behind me.
I have no idea. He's not in Discord.
So even if you're
Just assume
questioning,
yes.
so like some people say like, oh, is there someone behind me on a hot lap? Just get the fuck out of the way in general, right? Keaton's probably not on a hot lap here. I doubt he's very slow right here, so probably not. But I let him go past me anyways because I just don't know. So I just make the
no
move
idea. He's not in
anyways.
Discord.
Just get out of the way. It doesn't
Just
cost you
assume
anything.
yes.
Like I said, just assume yes, right? Watch.
Is the Ferrari behind me on a hot lap?
I have no idea. He's not in Discord. Just assume yes.
Right. Just always assume that someone behind you is in uh, on a hot lap. All right. That's probably the safest piece of advice I can give you. All right. Get me in the garage so I can
Or coming out of the pits?
see what we
Anybody
do here.
starting hot?
So then I go look again.
Pits now.
Where am I starting? I want to be ahead of some people that I know. I go ahead and switch this off just in case I'm going to run a lap.
Is anybody starting hot?
So I'm watching.
Williams is coming around sector 3 and a hot lap.
I actually didn't think Richard was going to get another one after this because he says I'm starting a hot lap here. So I think I go watch this whole thing.
Keaton.
I sure fucking do. Check me out.
Starting hot lap.
I go to see his splits where he's going to be. I think I told David to shut up here. Pretty on brand for me. Pretty on brand for David too.
I have pace here. Fuck.
Yeah, because this is unnecessary comment.
I just do not have pace here. Fuck.
Shh.
Or starting hot.
Like that kind of shit annoys me. I know it seems very minor, but that shit annoys me. Like we should just
Coming out of pits.
abort any talk of that. I don't care. You don't have pace. Enjoy your fucking time in the back. I don't care.
Alpine is starting hot lap. Going through main straight.
Richard runs pretty good here. I think I tell him good job too, actually. He's fast as fuck through the
That's
second and
Mike's
third.
not pit.
6th to 3rd. Nice lap.
Williams is on a cooldown.
Yeah. Nice lap through traffic. Yeah, because he spun through traffic at one point too. I don't remember where, but it was kind of gross. Right there. Yeah, right here. This is sketchy. Good for the Haas got out of the way. That was nice of them. Yeah, everybody gets out of the way. That one was fucking awesome. Whoever those people are, high five to you guys. Okay. So I'm here. There's about 3 minutes left. I'm thinking about going in for another lap. I didn't think Richard would have time to get another one in, so I was kind of like okay with starting in fourth. But then I kept telling myself like, dude, I do not want to start behind Richard. Like that's my rival, obviously. We're having a good time with it, and I don't want to start behind him. And I know I'm fast. I know I'm faster too. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left. I give it a few more seconds, and then I run out. About a minute 45 left. Now, what does happen here, which gets a little sketchy for me, is
McLaren cooling?
I remember this. I have to apron it at one point for two people behind me. You can see this McLaren and this Red Bull. I apron it for these guys. Yep. There's McLaren. There's a Red Bull. And there's two more cars.
Sector 2 hot.
Cam's behind me. Somebody else, and I just pin it here. Yep. And then I'm thinking, oh shit, I have a minute and 10 seconds to get all the way through the track
Starting hot.
and get a lap started. There's Tyler parked. So Tyler's not running another one. I know that. I think everyone. Ooh, that's good. Man, that's delicious. I think everyone that was in front of me, it's their last lap. So like Painter's on a hot lap. Richard, I don't think comes out for a hot lap. And then Pete is in front. Pete passed me on this straightaway earlier. He's actually like 3 dots in front of me. You can see. Well, that might be Richard in front of me. I'm not sure.
AM pit.
In the light blue. I don't know. No, actually, I think that's an Alpine dot actually. So then I'm like, fuck it, dude. I'm ready to roll. Colonel Sanders goes sailing. I actually get an insane exit here, so this is great for me. And I look at the time and I'm like, okay, I'm clean.
Ferrari also starting a hot lap.
Yeah, and then so I start a hot lap here with about 5 seconds left, which is crazy timing. Um, again, I got lucky that I was able to start it, but that's how that worked. 2, 1. Look where Spees is right when the timer ends. So Spees is back there. He goes in the pits because he knows he can't get there. And then I just start fucking running it down. I'm coming. You can hear my throttle going. You can tell I'm running this as hard as fucking possible because if I go on a wall, that's cool, dude. I'm in a wall. Oh, you get to see the sick thing that my teammate does. So I'm purple, sector 1. I'm flying. I fucked that up really bad. Holy, this is me. This is me getting a glimpse of a purple somewhere on my screen. Whether it's down in the bottom left or in the top right, I get a glimpse of purple, and I probably freak out. And then I fucking running it down, and then I chalk this. Pussy. Give up all my hard work, but then I'm ripping it out of here. Beautiful exit here
Holy
too.
Shit. My butthole.
Guys, there's people still in hot laps, please. Thanks. David continues to talk about absolutely nothing. And I know I'm flying out of this. I get a good exit.
Fuck, I would have been good. Ran out of battery.
Sick run. And I don't know how much of a tow he gives me here, but it's enough.
Nice, I'll take that. Dude.
Oh,
man,
yes. Eat shit.
Dude, that was sick.
Eat
Dude,
shit.
without being on a fucking team chat, he just pulled you across the line.
Woo!
So I called you fucking.
Let's go.
You said you were taking over.
Yeah, so that obviously that's enough because like that tow's enough because it was 7,000. I beat Pete by and that was totally worth 7,000.
That was crazy.
All right, so I was pretty
Boost, I don't
pumped
know if you
about
did it on
that.
purpose, but either way, that little
Crazy. So I know I'm fast. I know I'm faster than half the people. So
holy cow.
and then I'm trying to figure out a strategy that I want to run. And I know I wanted to be on hards to start. So we get going. Let's see where we go. I wanted to be on hards to start because I kind of assumed. Is this gonna fry? No. Okay. So before we start here, because I'm sure there's probably some shit that happens. When I wanted to start on hards, the main reason was because I knew there was gonna be like a lot of incidents. I thought there'd be a lot of incidents at the beginning, And if I extend my hards to go like 20 laps, running 16 on mediums is a joke. Like I'll be fast as shit. I have less fuel and I'll be on the best tires. So kind of where I started. Some people started on softs, which was surprising. But I did say in the beginning like when I see everyone's
Like,
tires. What do I say here? Let's listen in. Hmm. A little hydration, that's important too, boys. I know we're gonna give up positions early, and that's okay. We're gonna try and run these down to like seven. Like we're gonna run these for like 20 laps at least. Cool. So yeah, that I know they're gonna be faster than me off the start, and that's okay. Yeah, that checks out. So all that checks out, right? So I already told myself I was gonna concede some positions because I'm on hards. I want to go longer, but I want them to burn up their tires. So I want to be able to use mine as best as I can to make them fight. Make them fight in the beginning, obviously, because they're going to be really fast in the beginning, but they're going to deteriorate faster. So I just wanted to make sure that they're burning their tires up because I'm going to have the advantage. Because starting on softs means you have to two stop at minimum, and starting on hards mean I could one stop if I wanted. I should get a decent jump here, and I kind of block the inside. Someone's on my inside. Pete is, and I think he gets me here. And I know he's there, and I know he's gonna go for this move because that's just what people do. So I think I let him slide under me here. Again, softer tires, easier to warm up. Not worried about it. Let's see. I want to watch this first lap in full because this one's kind of crazy. There's only like, what does there say? There's only like 40 minutes left in the race, anyways here, and I've only been going for 20, so this is fine. I'm gonna keep it to an hour. All right, so we get a decent little run going on Pete. He's still obviously quite fast. He's on mediums. I'm kind of a sitting duck because everybody's got better tires than me, but that's okay. Again, told myself in the beginning I was going to give up some positions, and if I don't, that's a huge plus. Caution in sector 2. Who goes? They must be bumping. I think that might have been Barrett went flying. My tires are finally starting to get a little warm. I can feel them underneath me a little bit better, and you'll be able to tell in a minute here. I burn up some overtake here because I want to keep Richard, Painters, and all those guys that are on softs and mediums behind me. You're not going to pass me through here. I remember from qualifying that I'm faster in sector 2. It might not be a ton, but the tire differential means we're probably even on it, so it's going to be hard for you to overtake me here. Especially because you're trying to. So the hard part for I'm gonna let it run. The hard part for Richard here is not only is he trying to overtake me on a shittier compound, he has to defend. Excuse me. He has to defend the Aston Martin boys that are behind him on softs, which is a huge advantage for me because Richard has to defend Painter and Rune, who's not far behind on better tires than he has. So Richard's in kind of a weird spot where he's trying to like get by me, but also has to defend against Painter. So that's a tough spot to be in. He raced really well. Obviously, Peach is out in front. That's not really like any. I knew that was going to happen. I think anyone could have told you that based on tire strategy, based off his pure pace as well. Let's see, where does it get a little funky? I'm going to keep moving. So you see these guys, they finally make a move on this straightaway here. Painter passes Richard, and then they get in the shit here. Just sketchy. So now even worse spot for Richard. He's in between the two Aston Martin guys on better tires, and then he actually gets overtaken, and then they're switching back and forth. I don't know what happened to Doug. Oh, it must have been. Is this where shit happens to Doug? So he gets in front. I'm trying to look at my rear view. He gets bounced outside, it looks like, and then Keaton passes him. Keaton's also on softs, so not much better for Richard to have Keaton or Doug, either one on softs behind you. That's still sketch. I know I'm 1.5 behind Pete, and I'm telling myself, like, if as long as I'm like within 2 seconds, I'm okay. Again, I'm gonna have better tires the later the race goes. Not worried at all. Holding off these guys for 3 to 4 laps is humongous. Their tires start to deg around like midway through like 6 or 7-ish. I go check out my fuel and everything a little bit, see where I'm at. Totally fine. I upshift there for some traction. So short shifting is a big deal. If you guys don't know what that is, you should totally go look that up. And I think Painter's going to pass me here.
Painter should get me here.
And I even say that on the thing.
Inside.
Yeah, I think he gets me. And I let him have it. And then, oh, he gets a little squirrely, and I actually use some overtake here, I think, to try and push back. This is a sick little patch for us. Yeah, that's huge for me that he overshot that, because then he
Got
again,
squirrely on the outside there.
yeah, he got a little
Good for me.
squirrely on
These
me.
guys are burning their tires up.
Yeah, and I talk about it there. They're burning the tires up. That's what I want. He has to use a lot, obviously, for that move, to brake late and to try and make a hard cut like that. He used a ton of tire for that, I'm sure. I chalked that turn a little bit. But again, this is just an impossible place to pass right here. Unless you have a huge tire advantage. Even with DRS, doesn't matter. Like, he'll catch up to me. It just actually doesn't matter, though. Just too short of a straight. Really, I think that DRS straight there is to keep you tight so that you can get DRS on this straight is kind of where it is. Actually starting to build a little bit of lead on Painter here, too. Yeah, I got a lot better. Look at that. I was starting to gain on him a little bit there. He's on softs.
He's very fast.
Now he's
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
flying. Holy. Get me here. Yeah. And then Keaton actually gets past on the inside by Richard. Nice move. Just slid right on in there. Now the only thing I'm trying to do now is get past the second with Richard, but stay within a second of
Hunt him
Painter.
down, Painter.
Yeah,
Make
so I
him
tell
work.
Painter to hunt him down because I want him to slow Pete up. So I'm a Matthew Painter fan here, as long as he keeps me within 1 second. So let's see, we'll keep it moving a little bit. So again, I'm within a second, and as you can see there, I don't know what happened with those guys, but that's a big delta actually. What happens here? I'm just naturally faster in Sector 2, I think, is part of it. Yeah, and they're battling. So this is humongous for me, right? I have DRS here. Richard and Keaton do not. They have it off each other. Richard has it, but that's it. And then I stay within a second here. Hit me with the beep. Right there. So I get to stay within Painter. And you can see I'm starting to tick some time off there. I take like a tenth,
Love
maybe
this.
2 tenths off, so we love that. Broadens my gap in between third and fourth. All right, let's keep it pushing. Again, my gap is still there. Gap's getting bigger on those guys in fourth and fifth. Like by a lot too, you can tell. So when I hit this on when I hit Painter right here, I'm actually going to be very fast. His softs prior dying towards the midway of their life here. He's at 6 laps, and look how much faster I am. And I'm not using overtake, just DRS. And I get to almost 2 seconds on Richard. That's crazy. All I need right here is for Painter just to drag me along. I could give a shit how long I'm behind him. Like again, he's on softs. He has to stop. So all I need is for him to drag me along, and he obliges. It gets a little sketchy as his tires get worse because I have to slow down a smidge more. But again, Richard's so far behind me. He's 2 seconds almost behind me. And then I think I decided to go for it here because I knew I had him in the last time. So I blast past, used my battery. Yeah, Painter knows he's beat, so he lets me have it. It's good. And then he's just hoping for the same thing, that I can drag him along. So I can drag him along on his beat up tires for a little bit. And I'm loving life here, dude. I'm 1.6 behind Pete. I'm on worse tires. I just passed Painter. Like I'm loving life right now. Actually insane for me. Oh, and then we get the caution. Here it comes in just a moment. Let's see where this is. So I'm loving life, and then I hate life because someone crashes here. Looks like probably Jordan up there in the top. So I have to slow down. Let's see what I say. So here,
Good for me.
this is good for me because it extends my hards again. Remember I mentioned that I wanted to extend my hards for a little bit. This certainly helps. So here I'm kind of trying to look, and this is a great place
Good
to
for me,
use your teammate.
I think.
You want to use your teammate to see who's going to the pit lane. So I can just see it's two people in the pits. No one ahead of me is in the pits. Painter probably bails off his softs here if I had to guess. He does. Richard actually bails too, which I don't think I noticed. He gets a drive-through penalty for something. That's weird. Okay. This is the one that pissed me off, isn't it? So yeah, so this is so bizarre. So check this out. So here it comes. So I pass him. He's like pinned on the he's on the apron over here. He's just chilling. What the fuck am I supposed to do? So I pass him at normal speed and it says return to correct position. So I have to give up my spot on Pete. This is what pissed me off a lot. I have to give up my position to Pete, and I think I yell at Jordan here, but he can't hear me obviously.
Come on, Jordan. Jordan, please. Holy shit.
So it just sucks because everyone's like getting weirdo penalties and not penalties, but like weirdo like you must pass. So I had to let Jordan in front of me.
See how long Pete runs these tires.
Yeah, so I'm talking about Pete's tires. So this fucks me kind of because I.
Something like that.
What did I say here? Then it also fucks Kyle because Kyle's behind me on brand new mediums, I
Whoever that
think.
is on my right, please don't fucking sandwich me like that.
That's Troy behind me, I think. Um, excuse me. Let me mute for a second. That was funny. So
Jordan.
the reason this sucks is I don't get to get a good run on Pete. He just gets a free release. He's got the 17th place person behind him, which is, again, no offense, but it's no pressure. He has no pressure behind him. He knows that. We're freezing our tires out here, boys. Yeah, so my tires got kind of cold. Safety car's coming in. Mine are only at 20%. Look at that, that's crazy. 20%, 11 laps in. I'm loving life. So even if I ran 11 more laps, you doubled this, I'd be at 44%, which is basically nothing. So I know where I'm looking good. And again, safety car ends. Pete's a fucking mile. He's a 1.5 ahead of me. And he's in second place. I'm in second place. It's like ridiculous. So I don't get to pass. I don't get to do that. And then someone goes flying. So then like the weirdo shit happens with these ghosts where Troy runs through me. So it gets really weird in your mirrors like this. Trying to find where Spees is, and I can't. I eventually get through. I don't know what he's doing here. This is weird. What's he doing here? I start to burn up some back because I had full. I don't know why he pins it out there. Anyways. So now my hunt for Pete is on. Like again, remember he started 1.5 ahead of me at the started 1.5 ahead of me at the restart. So let's see what happens here. I'm actually fucking hauling ass through here. Even on 25% tires, I'm actually still ripping it. Is that another one? So this is what sucks, man. Then there's another safety car. Like 5 laps later, not even. I think that's Brett. Then we keep him. I'm just gonna keep him moving until we get to the pit lane. See what happens. Pete probably comes in here, if I had to guess. 13 laps on these mediums. Probably a good time to get rid of him. Yeah, so he shelves his mediums. Spees also shelves his mediums. And I'm just like happy as a fucking pig in shit. So then I know I have Painter behind me on
Fresh hards, so he's
fresh.
gonna make me work for it. That's for sure.
That's what I say. So Painter's
I
got
don't know what Tyler's on.
fresh hards. So Tyler's on softs, and I have no idea when those are from. Probably that last pit. Don't really care about Paulie that much. He's on mediums. David's on mediums. Those are probably original ones, given that they're in fourth and fifth.
Strategy here. We can get to like lap 25 on these.
I would have loved to get to lap
Probably be in
25
good shape.
and then
Catch
fucking
the field. Give myself time.
yeah. So here's my monologue, right? So I'm telling myself if I get to lap 25, I can get
Go
on
to catch the
softs,
field.
but I need to give myself enough time to catch the field. So
He's on hards. He's got to be on hards at this point.
all right,
I'm like literally pedals on the floor.
this is me talking about
12
this
laps.
stupid fucking safety car.
This is so annoying.
My foot's on the floor.
I'm like literally pedals on the floor.
Okay, so that's funny. So even if I'm gonna back someone up, I can't. That's not me doing that. See the throttle? That's not me. I just fucking tried to push it here because I thought people might back off. And then I get a good one there actually on Painter. So again, Painter's in a tough spot because he wants to pass me. We're both on hards. He's on newer hards. But he has Tyler behind him on softs, so who knows what's going on there. Painter's definitely gonna make me work for it, but I'm gonna make him work back. I ain't giving my shit up. You can tell my tires are starting to skip because you can feel the underneath. Might have been able to get me here if I didn't use the ERS, but I use the ERS because I'm trying to defend. Again, I'm trying to defend with my battery to burn up his tires so that when I come out on mediums eventually, his are in a really shit spot. I'm operating that there's going to be no more safety cars, which was the actual terrible decision. But that's my logic here, right? So Painter might get me here, actually.
Get me here.
Oh, I even say that.
Just gonna try to stay.
Well, he might not. No, he doesn't have the room. Sure does. Tyler tries it too, but I shut him out. I'm not gonna. Ooh, golly. Holy cow. So Tyler goes for a hero move over here. It's wonderful. I have to bail out. Pete crashes and dies. And so I'm a little annoyed because I gave up my position to Tyler, but that's okay. So what do? Do I go in and get mediums here? Probably. Yeah, so I tell myself, like, I can no longer... I need to do this now. Because I want to be able to run these the rest of the race, and I know I can. It's going to be like 18 laps, and a couple of them will be on.
Beautiful. Great job.
A couple of them will be on, what do you call it? Under the safety car. So I come out ahead of Richard, ahead of David, who I know I'm faster than these guys. And I'm behind Tyler, who I know I was faster than in qualifying. So I know I can catch him eventually. This is where it gets sketchy. This is the crazy shit up here. Quickly? Not quickly. Let's see what I say. This is important what I say, I think. So Richard's behind me on older mediums, and his are going to die really quickly. Not quickly, but faster than mine are. And I'm on fresh ones, so that's good. Tyler's on brand new mediums. This dude's on hards that are probably quite a bit older. Everybody's on old tires in front of us, I think. So, and I can certainly make these work for 18 laps and under a safety car. Yep. So that's my... So we altered strategy there. The original strat was to take these 16 under green. The safety car is going to save us some wear and stuff, so this is totally fine for us. Yeah. So again, that was my strategy, my thinking. It's good to think about that shit out loud, especially with your teammate. Cam, Fro, that's 3 ones that I should behind me. We're in good shape. We're in striking distance. Chewbacca's in front. That's 3, 4. Trying to count up how many people I'm like faster than in quali, so I know like how hard I need to push. My tires should be in a good spot. Okay. So we're over halfway through the race. So we get a decent restart. How'd this restart go? So weird. And I can't pass Tyler here, obviously, so I had to back off just a smidge because I think I got a better exit than they did. Wonder if Tyler goes up the side on this guy. I don't think he does. Does not. There's passing getting a little squirrely. Those guys. That's Richard on my inside, I think. I gotta watch that again. I'm kind of stuck. Oh my god, that's actually David just trying to fucking... I don't know what he's doing here. This was stupid. Yeah, that was stupid. I'm gonna watch that one more time. This hero play David makes on Richard. And also me. Actually insane maneuver. So we keep it moving.
David on my inside.
I can't believe
I slow down for everybody in front of me.
Yeah, so I have to slow down. Like, I have no choice. This dude's a little squirrely, so I noticed that in front of me.
So not ideal.
So we got to be really, really cautious here. You guys will watch. So everyone's talking about like, oh, I can't get around these people that drive like shit. But the thing is you have to alter your drive as much as it sucks. You have to alter your driving style based on the person in front of you and behind you. That's just a fact. There's really no. It's not really up for debate or anything like that. So like the guy in front of me here, I think his name's Austin, right? I don't know how he drives, but I've seen him for about 10 seconds, and I know he's kind of like erratic, and that's okay. Like he's new to the league. So I look how I'm off my throttle here, where I am usually full. You'll see me come off it again. Like I'm off it, way off it. I brake differently here. I'm off it. I'm not pushing on him because I know better. I'm off it when I could be pushing. You have to be smart. You have to be in preservation mode, and it sucks, but that's just the beats. Look, I'm off. Look at that. This is a great example. I'm in a straightaway, and look where my throttle goes. Right, watch. I hit ERS because I want to catch up to him as best as I can because I need Richard to stay behind me. But then here, I'm already off. At 200 meters, I'm off. No brake, just off throttle. I'm at like 3/4 throttle because I know better. So I think I just reserved myself to passing him on the straightaway. He gets shitty out here, squirrely. Getting around slow people so hard. Getting around slow people's hard, that's fine. But check this out. Stay high, baby. Stay high.
Stay high, you motherfucker.
Yeah. one more time for the audience. I'm gonna give you a little Mattception here.
Slow people so hard. Stay high, you motherfucker.
That's so funny. Okay. So that's fucking funny. So me and Richard get a double overtake. We just shoot through. I assume Richard's going to try and go low there, so I kind of blocked. That was my spot where I started. That's hilarious. All right, and I need Tyler to get held up, kind of, but he doesn't, and that's okay. These guys are fucking battling up there. My boy Chewbacca. So this is me trying to cut through the field, trying to slice and dice a little bit. So this part's actually kind of important because I try and get around, and Cam, I think, and I come really close to smashing each other.
All right, Cam, be a homie.
I just need Cam to come off just a little bit here on the throttle and tuck behind me. Yep, and he does. And I think he actually hit me in the ass here. He has to, right? Because I go jolting forward. Let's see. Yep, sure does. He pushes me forward. Now I go on the rocks a little bit, and that's okay. I lived. Cam, unfortunately, probably took some big old damage there. Yeah, it's something we'll get better at as a team. So I know there's Passy, and Passy's got some pretty good pace to him. I think I get him here, though, just for free. Because I have DRS. I think I late break Passy here, actually. Nope. It's not the one. Oh, huge run on Passy here. Holy shit. Yeah, he fucks that up, and I just fucking sailing by. Yeah, I just let him trail me. And I need him to be a homie and block Richard, but I don't think he does. Richard gets around him really easily, too. This part's crazy. This part of the track is crazy speed. Yeah, I'm fast there, baby. Cool. Passy's still in front of Richard, which is good for me. I'm kind of taking him with me. What happened here? Tyler gets in front of Hayden.
Passy.
Hayden checks up a little bit. I think Hayden screws this turn up if I remember correctly. Oh my god. Oh my god. Again, you just gotta be in preservation mode. That shit's crazy. Tyler's on mediums. The same. Tyler pit the same lap as me, so he's on the same exact tires. I have a DRS advantage, obviously, because we're still a little bit further. We're 1.3 from Keaton, so I probably get Tyler here if I had to guess. Oh yeah, easily. Yeah, this fucking DRS zone is crazy.
Oh, I late break Tyler here. Yeah, that's nasty. Tries to over under me. Can't get it done. Paulie's next. What happens? Is this the one where I think I should maybe get softs? Yeah, this is it. So there's a caution up here somewhere in sector 1. I don't even know what happens. But I'm at 12% tires. There's no way I'm going to go pit for this, I don't think. Actual, I think it's actual now. Come on, baby. Yeah, so all these guys go in for softs. All the leaders, it's crazy. So guys all in front of me are all on softs, all 6 of these guys. And I want to get out in front, so I do. And is held up by traffic at the end here. Yeah, so that's you hear me say that. I hope to get held up by traffic, which obviously doesn't happen. Let's see. So again, my decision making there, I had 12% on my tires. I know they're good to the end. That Painter and Kyle being behind them is big. Yeah, so I know the 2 people behind me are never catching me. There's no way. Like Tyler's never catching me, just based on pace here, I think. And then Richard's not catching me because such a shit feature. He's not catching me because he has to battle Tyler first, and he also has to stop Painter and Spees. Like that's brutal. Like those 2 are never catching me. So if I can keep those 2 behind me, Spees and Painter, and burn their tires up, I know I have an advantage there. Let's see. So that I don't know what happens to Richard here. Let's see. He just gets past easily there. He probably gets past easily here. It looks like. Yep. Just gets past. Oh, Barrett passes him too. Damn, he got overtaken 3x on that. Holy shit. And then Spees makes quick work of. Oh, you can see my rearview mirror. Watch this. I'll pause it. What happens? What the fuck happens? Oh, he hit. He must have hit that. Look where he is. In fucking La La Land. Wow. Okay. Well, that's Tyler in La La Land, and then obviously now I'm in deep shit. Because all 3 of these dudes on softs are coming. I'm going to keep pushing through here. Now we got DRS. Kyle's running the fastest lap. That sucks. Kyle gets me like right here. Yeah, this is a crazy pass he goes for here. I got to start harvesting battery hard here. Goes like literally. I don't know. We talked about it afterwards, Kyle and I did. I just don't understand. I got to start harvesting battery hard here. Going inside here when you know, like that's the edge of the track. I don't know. So far inside. Ambitious as shit. Insane for trying that move, to be honest. So then I need speeds just to drag me. I think that's what I say at some point too. Just carry me. Painter's gonna have this on the straightaway, and that's fine. Yeah, so I know Painter's someone to take me with him. Yeah, like I said, I just need someone to take me with you. Just these 3 guys, just carry me. The problem is that Keaton's on fresh mediums, so it's tough if I get out of the in between of these 2 guys. So I held Painter up pretty good. Not intentional or anything, it's just kind of how it works. And I'm out of DRS now, which sucks, so I get easily fucking blown past by probably both of these guys. Yeah, so much faster. I try and... Does Barrett get me here? Nope, not yet. I think I let him have me at one point. I just need these guys to tow me, and I can't keep up. Because my tires are at beat, and they're on softs. I,
And they
I
need their tires to die.
yeah, it's just not gonna happen. So on the straightaway here,
Barrett should get me here.
I obviously have no DRS.
I'm
Barrett
not going to use
does.
any ERS to try and fight him. That's fine. He can have it.
Yep. So again, making smart moves, just letting him get me. It's fine. I just need Barrett to carry me for a little bit here. To get me away from Keaton. And then Doug's parked, I think that is. And I kind of hoped for a safety car. That would have been insane.
You guys.
I don't know what I said here. Hmm.
Just take me with you guys.
Yes, take me with you. So Barrett takes me with him on this. I probably lose DRS here, but I try and hold it. I probably use some battery to try and catch him up a little bit. Ugh, my car is just so beat up at this point. Where did I screw it up here? Keaton's behind me. He's got good pace, obviously. Yeah, so he gets within a second here within 3 laps. Yeah, this is just a kiss of death.
Fuck, Keaton's going to get me.
I just try and keep it close and battle as hard as I can to wear his tires up a little bit, but it really doesn't matter because I'm at 40% at this point, and he's on freshies. I'm actually surprised I kept up with Barrett as long as I did. And Keaton's a smart enough driver to know he just has to harvest up some battery, get me on the straightaway eventually. If Barrett would have came back to me a little bit, and I would have got in DRS range, maybe. But there's no way. And I hold Keaton until this lap. He's just so much better tires. God, 42% back left. I'm holding him there. Like I'm gaining time here, but it's just not enough. Like 2 laps is just too many. I have a terrible exit here. I'm still making up time. But you can just tell my tires are fucking cooked. And then, so Keaton has DRS here.
Fuck, he's got me.
Yeah. So what do I do? And then so then here's where the move of the race happens for me, which sucks. I'm gonna lower my volume. So Keaton gets really high up there. So I'm gonna rewind that actually, because this is the biggest move of the race.
Fuck, he's got me.
So I say fuck, he's got me because I know on the straightaway he's got me, which is fine. I'm beat here. And I probably just let him have it typically if I know if he gets a good turn in here. But you can see he goes like really high. If he pins to the inside, nothing happens here. I just follow the leader the rest of the way. But I see the thing and I get a really good exit on him.
Got me.
You'll see. I reround it one more time. Watch my exit. Look how much faster I am there. So I think like, oh, I can get him. So then I fuck up. I lose my front bump or front wing. Super slow. Red wing. And I'm just a sitting duck now
Oh
for,
no, dude, I fucking cooked the whole race with that.
look at that. Red wing on the right side.
My race is over.
Can't make the turn.
Oh my god, dude, because he fucking squeezed me.
Yeah. Yeah, if he wouldn't have squeezed, maybe I live there. But like I don't think he did anything wrong necessarily. It's just shitty. And then I'm really worried because these 2 motherfuckers behind me are on fresh softs. 8/10. How does Paulie not get me here? My car just will not turn. How does Paulie not get me? Holy shit.
Fuck, man.
All right, well that's my race. So that was fun. Yeah, so that's good though. But again, you get to see like my POV, you get to hear my thoughts on how the race went, what I was thinking through the whole time of the race and things like that. Let's see the. I'll just put up the final leaderboard. Why not? Look at my fucking face. I'm pissed. But you can see like kind of what goes on in my head, how I race around other people, stuff like that. What I'm looking at in quali. So I give you some free advice there. Um, yeah, it's my race. It's cool. You guys get to watch that back. It's nice having those because I want to watch it back anyways. So it's good for me to be able to watch it back with y'all and give my thoughts that I might not express while I'm streaming and things like that. So yeah, overall decent race. I'm kind of sad I didn't get fifth. Really sad I didn't get first, obviously, because that's a race I probably could have won if we didn't have that late safety car where everyone jumped on softs. I think I'm in great position. Well, that's the breaks. It's kind of how it goes. You live, you learn, I suppose. Picked up seventh place, not terrible. Cam 13th, so he's within striking range of points. Eventually, as the season goes on, man, I really want to win one of these things, guys. I don't think you understand how badly I want to win one of these. So I'm probably gonna go do some Austria practice. Yeah, that's that. Congrats to Spees on another W. Top three is definitely tough to crack in these things, man. You get a podium, it's worth a lot. So, anyways, I'm gonna stop recording. I'm gonna send this up to YouTube. We're about 56 minutes. Thanks everybody who always watches these Cooldown Room episodes and watches the damn podcast. We're gonna try and get together for a live one. Austin has some things going on, so he's gonna be in town. Not my story to tell. All that stuff he can do whatever he wants with that. But I'm gonna try and wrangle him and David up for an hour or so on Saturday. So today is Thursday technically. So by the time you watch this, probably Friday. So hopefully Saturday we can link up, maybe do a live edition of the damn podcast. That'd be kind of cool. At any rate, thanks again for watching the content. Leave me some feedback below. Hit the like on the YouTube video if you want. Smash the subscribe button, all that stuff. I'll see y'all later. By the way, you're all pussies. Go run Austria.